Changing the face of football might be a tough task, but it is one that looks set to dictate the future of the sport as we know it. Former Bradford captain Zesh Rehman is a trailblazer in community work, giving back particularly to the underrepresented Asian area of the city. With just 6 British Asian professionals currently plying their trade in England, Zesh has set up a foundation committed to increase coaching and encouragement at a grassroots level. This work is extended to local schools and is continuing despite Zesh's January transfer to Thailand.
There's not enough Asian players out there at all. You know, no one comes to look up to and say, you know what, well, if he can do it, we can do it as well. And over the last 10 years, I think a lot has been done. You know, they've done a lot of good things, but no one actually cracked the reason why there are not enough Asian players. People are just used to, you look at most stadiums around the country, you know, every Saturday or weekend, you know, you don't see many Asian or minority faces in the crowd. So we're trying to work with the clubs to help them target the Asian communities and the ethnic communities and the BME communities, so she encourage them more in sport as well. But I think a lot more could be done.
Both Zesh and myself think there's not enough young Asian players coming through, and it's to break down barriers, to make them see that being a Muslim in particular, that you can play football as well and come through and make it as a career. Unfortunately, I think Zesh is a dying breed. I think a lot of the footballers are very self-centred, but certainly Zesh. I think that Bradford are setting a trend here, I hope, and other clubs will get on the bandwagon, and it can only be better for the whole of society.
Here in Portsmouth is another football-based community scheme, albeit one that's been running for 9 years. Former Pompey defender Linvoy Primus set up the Faith and Football charity in 2002 with an old teammate, Darren Moore. Since it's been making waves along the south coast. Let's find out a bit more from the man himself.
Football is a vehicle to launch so many things, and it's pleasing that, you know, players are taking making their own initiative by setting out and doing this, because, you know, we're in a fortunate position. We are role models, and you know, we can make a positive influence on our football community. The little that we do in terms of giving back to the community can have a huge effect.
Linvoy's own work includes running a number of coaching schemes for youngsters who prefer the fun side of football to often over-competitive youth leagues. Like the Zesh Rehman Foundation, Faith and Football is also heavily involved in local schools, running literacy and entrepreneurial schemes to engage and teach. Incentives such as these are crucial to reuniting professional footballers with their local communities, ensuring that image problems are kicked firmly into touch. Parris-Long, Football Focus.